Pranamamyam. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We are observing Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Sharada Devi's birthday today. Her actual birthday was yesterday. Before the worship begins, I shall say a few words. As you know, I was working for the life of Swami, of Holy Mother, last 3 years. So I am working on the last chapter of the book called Epilogue. After Holy Mother's passing away, what happened to the people, those who played an important role in her life. I shall read a little to you the introduction of the epilogue. So far we have made a long journey with Sri Sharada Devi in different places and watched her divine drama over a period of nearly 7 decades with innumerable characters. In the concluding section of this book, the readers might be curious to know what had happened to the fate of those characters who had enacted the important roles as well as some insignificant roles in Holy Mother's life, which are not written in details in the main body of the book. In the chapter 20, the family tree of Holy Mother has been furnished, which will help the readers to visualize her connection with her close relations. In this Holy Mother's biography, Nolini, Maku and Radhu, 3 dependent nieces of the mother, had been mentioned several places, and they revealed her human aspects through acting their respective roles. These 3 nieces, endowed with jealousy, hatred, anger, selfishness, narrow-mindedness, quarrelsome nature, hysterical mania for cleanliness and sanctity, abnormal behavior, racial prejudice, attachment for worldly life, lived with their aunt, who was the Divine Mother in human form. These 3 girls represented various kinds of human beings in this world who are also endowed with more or less similar nature. It is worth seeing how Holy Mother harmoniously lived with them, tackled their problems, and maintained her sanity among these complex characters. Her teachings to her nieces were meant for all human beings who had those problems. One should not be upset observing the strange behavior of these nieces and their ill treatment toward their aunt, because they are acting their mean roles to glorify the life of the mother. Her love and compassion, forbearance and forgiveness conquered their hearts, and despite their shortcomings, they knew their aunt was their all in all. Their miserable condition was like that of the relatives of Krishna when he departed from the world. Uddhava described it to Vidura. This world is unfortunate, and more unfortunate are the people of Jadu dynasty. As the fish do not recognize the glory of the full moon, as long as they see its reflection in water, considering it to be only one among themselves, so did the Jodhus fail to realize Lord Hari, God, who was living with them. It is really a wonder that they did not know that Krishna was God of all beings. But under the influence of Maya, some looked upon him as the chief of their dynasty, some as a relative, some as a friend, and others as an enemy. That was the introduction of the chapter. It is very difficult to live in this world if you have no desires. what happens? The mind soars high like a balloon. If there is no pulling, it goes straight up. You will merge into God. Who keeps us in this world? Desires. So it so happened when Sri Ramakrishna passed away, Holy Mother did not find any incentive to live in this world. So his mind was soaring high. Off and on he was in Samadhi. And she wanted to return. Sri Ramakrishna forced her. No, you have many things to do, which I did not do. You will have to demonstrate to this world what is called ideal householder's life. Being a monk, I could not show. Moreover, you have many other things to do. How to bring her mind down? It was, you see, Sri Ramakrishna died in 1886. 14 years she struggled. It was in 1900. Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother's younger brother Abhay had cholera and died in Calcutta. At deathbed, he told his sister, Holy Mother, Didi, sister, I am going. Please look after her. At that time, Radhu's mother was pregnant. Please look after my child. And Radhu's mother, Shurobala, was a little crazy. So when Radhu was born and growing, and one day she was crawling. And Holy Mother saw that crawling baby and said, shh, who will look after her? Her father died, her mother was crazy, and my brother asked me to look after her, so I'll have to look after her. So immediately when she jumped to hold that crawling baby, Sri Ramakrishna appeared before her. That is the girl. She is Yogamaya. Holding her, live in this world, and play your divine drama. With that girl will make your mind down. And that is the reason Radhu was very important in Holy Mother's in divine drama. Niece. Same thing, Nolini and Maku. That was, they are two daughters of Prasanna, Holy Mother's immediate elder brother. Holy Mother is the oldest, but he are first brother. These two girls are born, and their mother died from cholera. Then their father married again, and they did not get along with their stepmother. So Holy Mother, these two girls again came to her household. So she became the mother of these three nieces, and raising them, giving them education, give them food, clothing, and arrange their marriage. Everything she did, as you people do. As householders, what are the duties? She all performed through these girls. They are not easy people, as I have already read to you. The jealousy, fighting, anger, hatred, all these things are going on. But she just made very harmonious living with them. First, Nolini. She is fastidious, very quarrelsome. Holy Mother arranged her marriage, but she won't live with her husband. You see, it is not easy. If you have all these mental problems, you cannot adjust with others. So all the time, she seldom went to her husband's home. Her husband came to pick her up. She said, close the door, and if you force me to go, I shall commit suicide. What to do? Whole night Holy Mother was seated outside, then her husband returned. But you see, these three Holy Mother's many teachings are given to these three nieces, which are universal teachings. So, don't think, we got many beautiful teachings from these people, which are given by Holy Mother to them. They are our assets. Next, Maku also had one son. Nolini did not have any children. Maku had one son, Nada, died at the age of 2 from diphtheria. Then she had a daughter. But she also, her family was, her husband was very well-to-do family, but they lost all their property, became very poor. So she did not go to her husband's home either. Radhu, most of the time lived with her mother, Holy Mother, did not live with her husband. For a few times she visited. And these son-in-laws, they do not have any jobs. Holy Mother arranged their jobs in the railways, because one of her disciples was a big officer in the railways. So that is the way it went on. Then what happened? Maku, Radhu. Holy Mother sent Maku and Radhu to missionary school to have education. And these two girls learned how to read, how to write. Sometimes Holy Mother would dictate letters of the devotees, and they used to write, answer, and they used to read something to the Holy Mother. Holy Mother was very fond of education. You must educate yourself. Golapma said, no, women don't need any education, they must know how to cook. No, they must learn how to study. It is very important. Anyhow, Holy Mother passed away in 1920. Radhu was 20 years old. Maku was maybe 8 or 10 years older than Radhu, and Nolini, and Maku is 4 years older. So, what happened? These all three nieces came back to Janambati. Holy Mother passed away in Udbodhan, Calcutta, North Calcutta. So all came to Udbodhan, Janambati, and Swami Chetanananda used to give them money as like pension. Nolini stayed few years in Janambati, returned to Calcutta, and in 1930 she died. Maku's husband was a railway station master of Raniganj, and she lived with her husband, had another child, and she died, I think, 1936. These people live very short time. And what happened to Radhu? Radhu went to her husband after Holy Mother's passing away, but she was physically and mentally abused by her husband. Within 9 months, he married again. Monmouth. Maku, Radhu was broken-hearted, came back to Janambati, living in the Holy Mother's house, which Holy Mother mentioned in her will that this girl will stay in this room, this girl will stay in this room. All these things have been prearranged. Then Radhu developed tuberculosis, fever, coughing. In between, in 1926, Radhu had another daughter. Her husband time to time would come to Radhu and to get some money. And Radhu could not say no. So she had another daughter by him, slowly. But that daughter was raised by the monks. Radhu had tuberculosis in 1930s. At that time there is no treatment. The Swamis sent her to Benares. We have a hospital there, and the Benares, those Swamis are disciples of Holy Mother. So they immediately took care of her, arranged food, treatment, nursing, everything. But she did not want to stay there. No. I do not want to die here. They sent me here to die. Means I will get liberation. I don't want any liberation. I want to go to the mother. She argued with the monk, Swami Chetanananda. Mother will take care of me. You people are sent me here to die so that I want nirvana. I don't want nirvana. This monk was dumbfounded. But this girl was crazy, now she is talking with the words of wisdom. I want to go back to mother. Do you think mother is not thinking about my liberation? She loved me so much. Radhu stayed in Banaras for 2 months. She came back to Jarambaji. Within 2 weeks, died. It was in 1940. Seeing mother, died. Radhu told a fascinating story. You see, it was in her horoscope that she would be a widow. Holy Mother, to avoid her widowhood, initiated her husband. Then she made a remark, I changed the providence. The decree of providence, God's will I changed, so that my Radha will never be a widow. You know, it is very amazing what Holy Mother could do. She could change the law of divine law. I changed the providence so that Radha would never be a widow. But her karma brought her in that state. Anyhow, Radha told another devotee, do you know what happened? One day I was running around. Mother asked me, hey Radhu, come here. She was worshipping in the shrine. Sprinkle Ganges water over her head. Take an asana and sit here. And then Holy Mother gave her a mantra. Then after giving the mantra, Holy Mother was getting up, watching Sri Ramakrishna's picture. Do you know what she said? I have done enough, now you look after her. I mean, this girl is playing an important role, crazy and all this stuff, but now you look after her. I gave initiation. My duty is over. That is the way she was initiated. Then somebody, Brahmachari Akhay Chaitanya, interviewed Radhu. Tell us about your aunt. We lived with her. We knew that she is our aunt. We never considered her to be a goddess. Saying so, she fainted. You see, they saw something, but they could not express. If you live with Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, you see they are very unusual. They are not normal human beings. God in human form, and they are acting like human beings. That is what's saying. That we are trying to show in this book. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I was translating one small piece, Holy Mother's anger. One day, Radhu was 15, 16 years old. Radhu, Holy Mother, she did something with sheep. Holy Mother was chasing her. Radhu was running, Holy Mother was running, her hair was disheveled, and she was shouting, today I shall beat you in such a way that nobody can protect you. Akbar ran. Then Holy Mother grabbed her. Then Radhu burst into laughter, laughing. Then Holy Mother just grabbed her and then with her right hand just spanked very gently as if caressing her daughter, Then Sarala Devi, Prabhrajika, Bharati Pradhan says, Mother, which is this? You become so angry and now you... Then Mother smiled and said, if I punish, anybody in this world can protect anybody? I am the Divine Mother. If I can punish, nobody can protect. That Sri Ramakrishna told his nephew Hridaya, if you misbehave or ill-treat me, he may get by. But if the one who is within her, if she is angry, even Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar will not be able to protect you. She is really something, I tell you. Anyhow, that was Radhu's very interesting story of Radhu. I was just trying to put that how the divine beings play. Another two characters I also worked last 2 days, Joginma and Gulabma. Joginma she was married with a very rich family in Kharda, but her husband was an alcoholic and he married another woman and she was very broken-hearted, came back home, had a daughter died, leaving 3 grandchildren, she raised them. But she was a great devotee of Sri Ramakrishna. Her whole life was changed. She was an illumined soul, had samadhi many times. Her death, she was in deathbed in Budvadan. Swami Chetanananda was repeating the Tara Brahmana. And she passed away in Samadhi. I wrote and vividly described her death. Gulabma, her husband died and she had a daughter. That daughter was so beautiful that Raja Shaurindranath Tagore fell in love with that girl and married her. But that girl has also 2 sons and perhaps 1 daughter died. So she was so grief-stricken, she lost her mind. Most of the time she would sit on the bank of the Ganges, cry. Akbar, broken-hearted, no hope, grief killed her. Then Joginma saw her in that condition. Hey, come with me. Took her to Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna consoled her. Then said, I have none. Saying so, she burst into tears. Sri Ramakrishna said, that is good that you have none. The person says, I have nobody, I have none. God belongs to that person. Then Sri Ramakrishna took her to Nahabat and introduced her to the Holy Mother and told, this girl will stay with you, feed her. You see, when you are very much grief-stricken, if you put food in the stomach, grief will diminish. That is the way it works. Feed this woman. And it actually happened. That Gulabma stayed with Holy Mother like shadow all through her life. Very fascinating story, this woman. How she protected Holy Mother. Holy Mother was very bashful. But this woman, loud voice, she was a mother figure, she would, like a guardian of Holy Mother. So that is the story, and I was yesterday I was writing her death account as a religion story. Sometimes even I like to see how they die. Beautiful death. She was telling, hey Sharula, today is mother's birthday. You will not have to serve me. She had some heart problem. You just go and work for Holy Mother, for worship. Then she looked at Holy Mother's picture, Mother, today there will be a worship service here in Belur Math. Please look after me so that I may not cause any trouble, because death means everything will be jeopardized. So in the afternoon, one monk came from Belur Math, the puja, everything, festival, everything is over. Oh, it is over. Immediately her heart pain began. And next day, Jai Ram Krishna, saying this, she passed away. Within 6 months, it was in 1924. Joginma died in June and Golapma died in December. Within 6 months, these two important women who are Jaya and Vijaya in the life of Holy Mother. Jaya and Vijaya are the two companions of Divine Mother Durga. So these two women acted in those two roles in Holy Mother's life. That I did yesterday. That how Joginma's life, Golapma's life, you know, how these two women acted in the divine drama of Holy Mother. So that I did, and now I told you a little bit about Holy Mother so that it will help you to understand, to meditate on the Mother. Now the puja, worship will begin. Swami Chetanananda will do the worship. I told many times he will do 5-item worship with to our first Guru, and then Ganesha, then Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother. With that you see that plates are there. He will offer one after another. First fragrance, then flower, then incense, then light, and then Naivadya food. These are the 5 items. We will offer one after another, and then there will be, when this puja will begin, then there will be food offering, then there will be arati, then flower offering. You know our format, so I will not go in details. So now Swami Chetanananda will start worship. Thank you.